The world was never meant to be divided between light and darkness. In the beginning, there was only harmony in heaven, radiance beyond imagination, voices of angels rising in perfect praise, and a glory that never faded. But all of that changed the moment pride entered the heart of one of heaven's most beautiful and powerful angels. His name was Lucifer. He was once known as the morning star, brilliant in wisdom, clothed in splendor, and admired by countless angelic hosts. Yet his desire to rise above his creator shook the very foundations of eternity. When Lucifer fell, he did not fall quietly. His rebellion tore through heaven like thunder, and in the war that followed, countless angels were cast out with him. The light-bearer became the prince of darkness, and his throne in heaven was left empty. But here is the mystery few ever consider. When a throne is left vacant in heaven, who takes that place? The story you are about to hear is not often told in full detail, yet it raises questions that echo through time. After Lucifer's fall, when the music of his pride was silenced, another angel was chosen to rise. This was no ordinary angel. Unlike Lucifer, this being did not seek greatness for himself. He did not hunger for worship or long for a crown. His heart burned with loyalty, humility, and a devotion so fierce that it caught the gaze of the Almighty himself. Imagine the scene. The halls of heaven trembling after the great battle, wings scattered, the stars dimmed in mourning. The question lingered in the silence. Who would stand where Lucifer once stood? Would another fall into the same trap of pride? Would the cycle repeat, dragging eternity into chaos once more? The choice had to be perfect, and the world itself seemed to hold its breath. The angel who was chosen did not expect it. He was not one of the brightest nor one of the strongest. He was not dazzling like Lucifer, nor did he command with a thunderous voice. Instead, his strength was quiet, his heart unshakable, his faith like fire that could not be extinguished. The other angels knew him, but they never thought he would be called to such a place. And when he was lifted to the throne that Lucifer had lost, whispers filled the heavens. Why him? What made this angel worthy? What plan was hidden behind this choice? Some say this angel became a symbol of heaven's justice, standing as a reminder that true greatness is not in power but in surrender. Others believe his role is far more mysterious, that he holds secrets about the final battle yet to come, when heaven and hell will clash once again. What is certain is that his rise changed the balance of eternity, and the ripples of that moment can still be felt in our world today. But the story does not end here, because the one who took Lucifer's place is not simply a figure of the past. His presence is still active, his mission still unfolding, and his role in the war between angels and demons is only just beginning. And as the shadows of darkness grow stronger, his place in heaven may be the very key to what happens next. So the question remains, after Lucifer fell, who truly rose in his place? And what destiny awaits that angel when the final war begins? When the throne of heaven was filled again, not all the angels rejoiced. Some were still shaken by the scars of the war with Lucifer, their wings heavy with doubt. They had seen a brother they once loved turn into an enemy, and now they feared history might repeat itself. Could any angel truly carry the weight of the seat Lucifer abandoned without falling to the same temptation? Whispers echoed across the golden halls, questions that no one dared ask aloud. What if pride returned? What if the war that had shattered heaven once rose again? The angel chosen to replace Lucifer felt those doubts pressing against him like shadows. He did not seek this position, yet it was placed upon his shoulders. Every step he took seemed to be watched, not only by the loyal but also by those who wondered if he would stumble. His silence carried more power than thunder, yet in that silence lay a burden. He knew Lucifer had not been destroyed completely. Cast out, yes. Defeated, for now. But not gone. The fallen still moved in the darkness, and their voices carried across creation, tempting, deceiving, waiting for a moment to strike again. At the same time, far beyond the shining gates of heaven, whispers stirred among the fallen. They spoke of revenge, of returning to the throne that was no longer theirs. Some claimed the angel who took Lucifer's place was unworthy. Others believed heaven had made a mistake. A dangerous rumor spread that this new guardian was not chosen because of strength, but because of a secret hidden deep within him, a secret that even he might not yet understand. And so the balance trembled. Heaven watched, hell plotted, and the angel who stood where Lucifer once ruled felt the weight of eternity pressing in. Knowing the storm was not over, it was only beginning. The heavens grew quieter as the days of watching turned into years, but beneath that silence was a tension no one could ignore. The angel who had taken Lucifer's place felt it most of all. Every decision he made, every word he spoke, carried the weight of heaven itself. Yet in the stillness of the night, when the stars shimmered across the endless sky, he could feel something stirring beyond the gates. The fallen were not idle. Their whispers reached him like distant echoes, promising that the war was far from over. Among the angels, doubts began to spread again. Some said they saw shadows moving where no darkness should exist. Others claimed they heard faint voices calling from the abyss, voices that sounded too much like the one who had once ruled over them. Could it be that Lucifer himself was reaching back, clawing for the throne that had been lost? The fear of betrayal returned, and the memory of war still fresh in their hearts made the whispers even heavier. What if this new guardian, the one lifted to replace Lucifer, was not strong enough to stand when the storm came? Meanwhile, in the realm below, humans began to sense the same unrest. Strange visions troubled their dreams, and prophets spoke of battles they could not fully understand. The line between the human world and the war in heaven seemed to blur, as if what was coming would shake both realms together. The angel felt it pressing in on him, the responsibility to protect not just heaven, but earth itself. The air grew thick with suspense. Every angel stood ready, every demon waited in silence, and the throne of heaven pulsed with an unspoken question. When the storm finally broke, who would remain standing? Just when the silence of waiting seemed unbearable, a new sign appeared, one that none of the angels had expected. A fracture was seen in the skies above the highest gates of heaven, a faint crack like lightning frozen in place. It was not a vision, not an illusion. Something was breaking through, something that did not belong. The angel who had replaced Lucifer felt the tremor first, a surge of power unlike anything he had ever known. It was not the voice of Lucifer, nor the sound of the fallen gathering their strength. It was something deeper, older, hidden even from the knowledge of most angels.